Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be reviewing some weighted blankets. Now, I've been wanting a weighted blanket for a really long time because I personally have a lot of trouble sleeping. I toss and turn, I'm a very light sleeper, and I thought a weighted blanket would be a good remedy for me, and let me tell you, it has been. So I have three different blankets we're going to be talking about today. They are three different weights. I have a 10 pound, a 15 pound, and a 20 pound blanket. The really great thing about weighted blankets is that they've been used by therapists for a really long time to help treat patients that have anxiety and to reduce stress and to help them get a better night's sleep. So if doctors are using it, then why can't I self-prescribe a therapeutic blanket for myself, right? If you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Whitney and I help you DIY a cozy home through home project renovations, DIYs, thrift flips, and home product review. So give this video a thumbs up if you like videos like this and consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. Okay, let's talk about the first weighted blanket. This is the 10 pound Honeybird weighted blanket right here. Isn't she pretty? The Honeybird blankets come with a removable duvet cover, which is great because you can take the duvet cover off, toss it in the washer, and this is the throw size. This is 51 inches by 72 inches. I'm pretty sure all of the Honeybird blankets are the throw size. And when I was first looking at weighted blankets, a lot of them tend to come in throw sizes or twin sizes or smaller sizes, and I was like, that's gonna look so weird on my bed. But I have figured out a way around the weirdness, and I actually do prefer having them smaller, and I will get to that in just a second. The duvet cover is 100% cotton, and it's a dual cover, so the top is this really nice plushy, almost like twill weave looking top, and the back is just kind of like a cotton sheeting. Now, personal preferences. The top part is super plushy and very soft. The lining sheeting is a little crunchy. It's not my favorite textile for lining of a blanket, but that's just personal preference. Just because I wouldn't choose this exact textile doesn't mean that it's not amazing. So don't let my opinion on that deter you from this weighted blanket if this is what you're going for. The Honeybird blankets come in a 10, 15, and 20 pound weight, and I did just look it up. The covers are not included, but you can add them to the cart during purchase, and if you do include the cover with your purchase, it comes kind of assembled for you, so that's good. Now let's talk about where the actual weight comes from on the inside. And the one thing I do really love about the Honeybird design is that they have so many little like button ties that connect the insert to the duvet, so it's not going to move around at all inside of the duvet, which is great. I mean, they have them like every 12 inches around this whole thing, which is amazing. This quilted part is the weighted blanket part. Now, the thing that gives weighted blankets their weight is typically glass beads. I haven't really seen any that have plastic beads, but they use little tiny glass beads and a little bit of fiber fill dispersed so the beads don't like clack against each other. But that's what all of these little squares are filled with, is little glass beads and fiber fill. Now, these have 4-inch square little quilted pockets, so the weight kind of stays distributed out throughout the whole blanket. Now, how do you choose the correct weighted blanket for your body type? Now, everywhere online says you should choose a blanket that's about 10% of your body weight, and I think that is true if you are going to be using the blanket as your sole blanket. Now, I like to have like a sheet, a blanket, the weighted blanket, and like a quilt or duvet on top of me. I mean, I know it's a lot. If you were like me and like to have a lot of layers, I would go with a lighter blanket, like a 10 pounder. This is perfect. It adds just enough extra weight without it being like too much. But if you were going to just use the weighted blanket as your blanket, then maybe stick with the blanket that is like 10% of your body weight. Guys, this feels the most like a bed blanket. This is great. You could just fold it up, put it at the end of your bed. It's also the throw size, so this would be great for the couch as well. See how this one is more kind of like a regular bed blanket? It's not so contoury, but that's probably has something to do with that this is only the 10 pounds. I think the heavier you go, the more contoured it gets. Next up, we have the Aricove blanket. Now, this is the 15 pound in the twin size. But first things first, let's talk about how stinking cute this little travel bag is that it came in. It is so adorable. So if you're traveling and you want to take it with you, you just roll it up and put it back in here, and then you just carry it like this. This is just the insert. Now, these do have a duvet cover that comes with them. You can see the little ties right here, but I don't know why I didn't order it when I got this. I don't know why I didn't do that. I would highly recommend getting a duvet cover for all of your weighted blankets, because you can just take the duvet cover off and put that in your washing machine instead of trying to stuff a 15 or a 20-pound blanket in your washer. You can just wash the duvet cover and then spot clean your insert as needed. This is machine washable if you did want to put it in your washing machine, but I feel like it's going to be real heavy when you take it on out of there. This insert features kind of like a double diamond stitching, which is really great to keep all of the beads and fiber fill in place so it doesn't shift around on you. The twin size is 48 inches by 72, and this is the easiest one that I can kind of conceal in my bed. So if you didn't want to have this laying on top of your blanket and have your bed look all like halvesies, you can put this over your sheet and under your actual duvet cover so it's hidden and your bed looks nice. The one thing I do really like about having a twin size is that I personally like to have the weight on me. My boyfriend Mark, he doesn't, he can sleep on top of the covers, so it actually works out better for this not to cover the entire bed, so I can just keep all of the weight on my side and not worry about tossing and turning, possibly pulling the weighted blanket off of him, and then trying to wake up in the middle of the night and recover him up with a 15-20 pound blanket in the middle of the night. It's not, your muscles don't really work when you're asleep, so. The insert textile is a twin woven bamboo sheeting, which does a really good job of moisture wicking and provides breathability in the blanket. Now, there isn't a weighted blanket that is going to be a cooling blanket. The textiles on the outside can do a really good job if they are bamboo or if they are engineered to be breathable or moisture wicking. That can help, but in reality, this is a weighted blanket that is kind of like trapping your body heat inside. So if you are a hot sleeper and you don't like to be hot at all, I wouldn't recommend getting a weighted blanket for you unless it was like a really open weaved one. So coming from the perspective of somebody who does sleep really warm, I can deal with these. The benefits of helping me go to sleep faster and keeping me asleep in a deeper sleep, I can deal with being a little bit warm. Sometimes I'll kick a leg out to kind of adjust my body temperature if I'm a little bit too warm. But I would recommend these for people who are warm sleepers. If you are a hot sleeper, you're probably gonna not like a weighted blanket. So just keep that in mind. A few of my favorite things about the Aricove weighted blanket is its size is perfect. The twin size is awesome. Especially if you have a partner who doesn't like to sleep with a lot of weight on them, but you do, you can totally conceal it in your bed. This is great for the couch. And if you are tall like me, I'm almost 6 foot, this is perfect. It goes all the way down to my toesies and I feel covered and snuggled from my toes to my neck. And I think this one might be my favorite for body contouring. This really gives your body a hug, really tucks you in there. And look at this body contour. It's just naturally hugging all my curves. And last but not least, we have the 20-pound queen size weighted Evolution blanket. Now, this thing is a heavy one, and it's a queen size, so it's big, so it's actually shareable. The duvet cover is 100% organic bamboo. It's kind of stretchy like a jersey, but it's definitely cool to the touch. I find that Weighted Evolution has done a really good job in their technology with the bamboo kind of jersey duvet and also with their insert on the inside. Here is the Weighted Evolution insert. It does have ties along the sides and on the corners to keep the insert in place, which is really, really great. But I do love the fabric that is on the insert of this Weighted Evolution. It's probably 100% organic bamboo. But it's so soft, so buttery soft, so smooth. One design detail that Weighted Evolution is doing to try to keep down body heat is in their little kind of diamond quilted squares, they use less polyester fiber fill. So when there's less fiber fill, it kind of helps with breathability. So that's what they are doing to try to keep down the body heat issue that all weighted blankets tend to have. The main thing that I like about the Weighted Evolution blanket is that since it is a queen size, it's a great co-snuggling blanket. So if you have a TV in your room, if you're laying in bed watching a movie, this is a nice blanket to pull out so both of you can kind of snuggle underneath. Or if you're on the couch snuggling, having a coffee, conversation, reading a book, it's definitely big enough to kind of snuggle up under and share as well. I love that the cover is 100% organic bamboo. It's removable. You can just chuck it in the washer. And I think it's a great option if you were looking for a larger weighted blanket. It does a really good job of contouring to the body. I feel like I'm snug as a bug in a little rug. I will have all of these blankets linked below if you want to check them out, and let me know in the comments if you use a weighted blanket, if you like them, or if you're looking to get one, or what your favorite ones are. All right, I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.